All right. I think we're live. Let me double check on YouTube here on my cam on
Yeah,
my.
it says we're live.
Let me see. There it is. Yeah, we are live.
Excellent.
Well,
Yeah, I'm just.
I'm glad it works.
Well, that's kind of cool. I don't even know if it's. Well, it may be available on mine. I don't know,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. So
I
it's
am.
where you go upload a video. If you upload through your phone, you hit that little plus
Yeah.
sign, and it gives you one that says go live.
Okay. Good to know. I'm just in the process of, I guess, trying to get my stuff together so I can go see uh, Mom and Tammy.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if Tammy will still be there when I get there or not. Um, but she may. And so there's an outside shot. And,
Was she there last night with her?
I don't think Mom's been up there, or I
Oh,
don't think Tammy's been up there.
what's up, Quint?
I've been up there the last few days, and Tammy works really early. Well, she may have made it by there. I don't know.
Okay.
I can't remember. It's that dadgum atorvastatin. Well, this is kind of interesting. I mean, can you tell on the live stream, has it got me and you side by side, or?
Yeah, left and right.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
that's different.
up and down vertical. So
Yeah, that's a little different.
yeah.
And Tammy, we just hatched some a chick, and looks like another one might hatch. So the let me think. I'm always forgetting one thing or another. I think I probably ought to get my radio. I'm gonna need that for work. I'm trying to make sure I got all my stuff for work before I head up there. And well, maybe I ought to just wait here. Well, my battery for my radio is 90% charged. You can tell because it starts blinking. There's a green light on it that starts blinking when it's at 90%. And I've got another radio. Another battery for it, but you know, it's not very good. And so I was just trying to decide on what to do with it. Always a decision one way or the other. So I'll go ahead and load this up, I guess. I'll just have to, chances are, if I saw Tammy anyhow, it wouldn't be but for a few seconds because she'd have to go. She's on her lunch break and she
Oh
doesn't get that long. So,
yeah.
and I'm bad about forgetting stuff. So sometimes I have to go in and outside 3 or 4 times. It's sad, but that is the way it is. That's the name of that tune. All right. Well, let's see here. I don't know if this is going to work or not. We'll find out. It does work. I got this little stand thing for that's designed to go. Um, let's see. I got a stand thing for my like a tablet or phone or something like this, but it's kind of wide, and I don't think. Yeah, it'll fit on there fine. It's just a little wide to try and get all of the stuff on there.
Yeah. The what is this? So I have my phone on a holder, but that holder
Uh huh.
is on a tripod. So my phone's on a 6 foot tripod that goes up and down. I can
Okay.
I can adjust the legs on this up and down.
I see we got Quint in the chat.
Yes, sir. He said
Um,
the picture quality is better here than StreamYard. Yeah, because the StreamYard
well,
only
that
on
makes
20,
perfect sense.
720p, I think.
StreamYard, well, StreamYard only on mine, which is um the $25 a month version. it's they only broadcasting up to 720p.
Correct.
Hey, Gogan, and I'm sure this is probably 1080p.
Just 1080 because you're in very clear. I can see myself pretty clear too.
Yeah, it does look good. Let's see.
So I may do this instead of StreamYard, unless I have a lot of stuff planned, for like graphics or sharing video or pictures stuff like that. I can do some of that here.
Well, that's cool. Gogan asked, how many dudes can you fit on here?
Just me and one other dude.
Okay. Well, that sounds about right. I've got you on uh the computer as well, and it looks like we got like 7 people watching
Yeah,
at
we
the
have
moment.
7 people watching. Correct. Yeah, my laptop's right there.
But
But
only one thumbs up. People, hit that thumbs up button.
that was mine.
Needs more dudes.
Some chicks will be great.
I guess I could go get me a cup of coffee.
You could. I wouldn't mind.
Well, and the thing about it, I can take my phone with me. But I enjoy hanging out with you guys. I don't do a whole lot of barbecuing, but in fact, I can't remember the last time I barbecued. Most of the time, because of the fact that it's just it makes me a little self-conscious. I think me talking about myself and not really barbecuing just lost us 2 viewers. Sorry about that. I'm gonna, I'm gonna shut up now.
It's all right. I'll be back.
Anyhow,
Let me get my charge phone actually because I see it's down quite a bit. Ugh.
I can't even tell on my phone.
I have my little battery gauge on top corner here.
Oh, okay. How's your day going, Simon?
Good and slow, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
First day I haven't had any appointments or anywhere to go, so good to
Well,
relax.
here for the Quint says he's here for the welding lessons.
I just dropped my phone. Hold on. I got it there.
That happened.
All right. Let me get this back up out here.
Yeah, cool. Now
There.
Otis wants in. I'm gonna go let Otis in.
Quint. So my welder and my welding inspector are currently busy, so that's gonna have to wait till like Tuesday night or maybe Sunday night if sleeper goes off.
Yeah.
But yeah, my inspector, he was in the chat earlier, but he's at work.
Yeah, just trying to clean up around here a little bit.
Which I need. Well, I need to get, it's a bunch of just stuff everywhere.
By the way, you want to see a little chicken?
A little chicken.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see it properly or not. See that little chicken?
Oh yeah, I see a little chicken there, and a bunch of eggs.
Yeah, that's an incubator. And Tammy's got, I don't know why she's got the grow light on in here at the moment. Doesn't make much sense to me.
To grow them
Maybe
chicken.
because it's already there. We try to overwinter some plants. And I think most of Tammy's lived and most of mine died. Well, mine were all peppers, and to be fair, she probably watered her plants a lot more regularly than I watered mine.
Yeah, well, peppers tend to be pretty hardy, especially in the heat. Summertime.
That's true, but I had all these were in containers, and so what did I do with my coffee cup? There it is.
My house last year and my serrano peppers were all in containers last year, and serrano plant had peppers all. for like 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Jalapenos had a bit of a trouble. I think they were in a too small container, so this year I'm gonna plant them on the ground. But
Well,
they're real small right now, so
wouldn't that
I'm letting them grow a little bit more.
wouldn't that be kind of difficult? I would think that uh, a container seems a little like it might be a little easier because it's raised off from the ground.
Yeah,
You know, but with you being in a wheelchair and everything, seems like that would make it that much more difficult to
yeah.
tend to them.
Where no, where there's a will.
Of course, the plant is raised up off the ground, so the hopefully the fruit that it provides or the vegetables, whatever you want to call it, the fruit of the plant seems like it would be accessible.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Once it because my plants were probably like 2 or 3 feet tall. They grew up nice and
Yeah,
tall.
well, that's pretty good size.
Yeah, considering they were in a container, my jalapenos did pretty good.
Man, I tell you what, I don't think there's anything better than a jalapeno. Any one particular plant that was ever devised or ever grown that is better than a jalapeno. So, um, we're back to 7 people.
Yeah, I tell you, they fluctuate back and forth. 7 people and 5 likes, not bad.
Cool. Um, yeah, I mean,
Of course,
I
everybody.
guess. Oh, I'm just thinking, my day through. It's almost 1 o'clock. I don't guess I'm gonna have. Well, maybe if I go through and skip a few things, I may be able to make it up there and see Mama. I guess I could go ahead and drive up there anyhow.
I mean, you could just go now. I mean, I was just trying to
Well,
see,
I could.
make
I
sure
could
this.
still live stream, but I can't watch the chat.
Yeah, I know, but you might lose your connection while you're driving. No.
Well, I think the I think the connection is decent between here and there. After all, I'd actually be going into town, but I did just get me a cup of coffee, so I'm gonna sit here and drink my coffee first, and then maybe I'll try to go see Mama. Uh, she's she's doing pretty good, but I don't think she's happy with being away from home.
Well, who would, man? I mean, especially stuck in a room full of like nurses and doctors and everybody's that not a family, you know.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I hadn't seen her. I didn't see her yesterday because I knew she was supposed to be moving
Hmm.
and over to her rehab place, and so I didn't get out there. And it was a little bit easier when when the first couple of days to get out there. Now it's a little harder.
Yep, yep. But
Well, it's further away too.
yep. But yeah, definitely go and see her today.
Well, I'll have to do it right before work. Normally, I start getting ready for work in about 5 minutes from now, but I'll just skip some of that
Yeah. So
and
I can actually repurpose the video here and create a short out of it.
oh, cool.
It lets me edit.
Hey, y'all.
Called highlights. Yeah, highlights. Stage for this our unlisted videos. Uh, start at least 1 minute of video is needed to start the highlight. Okay. But yeah, I
Hey,
can.
y'all. Make sure you check out YouTube Police.
And yes, I can barbecue.
And yes, well, they'd almost have to be checking out Yes I Can Barbecue if they saw your thing.
I'll make sure to put your link in the short.
Let's see. Well, I think some of that probably depends on your TV. I'm just guessing. I don't know.
I mean, it looks nice on the phone. I like it, and I like that the chat's on the bottom. I don't know if you see the chat there on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And on the computer, it looks pretty good. Looks clear.
Oh yeah, I forgot I had the laptop on. Whoops, knocking everything over.
Yeah. Well, it may it may improve, Quint, if I upgrade it to the next level, but I don't want to pay $50 a month for something that's a hobby.
Yeah,
You
I
know.
well also it was 200 and I think 240 for the year. I paid for the year or on Streamyard.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Oh yeah, that's right, Gogan. Well, he says that most computer cams are 720p. I guess I didn't realize that. I know that my camera, I've got three cameras. One of them's a 4K. That's the one I've been using the most. And I got to looking back at some of my old live streams going through StreamYard, and even though it was capable of going to 720p, I don't think it was set on 720p, or maybe that was the bottom. I don't know,
720p
but
is the standard set on Streamyard.
right. Well, I don't know if it is for the free version.
Oh, I don't know
Um, let me check. Let's
because
see.
what do you call it? I know you could get better resolution, but like you said, it'll be like the $50 a month thing.
Right. And
But
so I'm not wanting to go to that price.
I'm not making that kind of money on YouTube yet.
Uh, P four.
I might just do this for.
Let's see. Let me look at the pricing plans on StreamYard.
It's expensive, expensive, and more expensive.
Well, there's free.
Okay, those three.
Let's see. On the $25 version, no StreamYard logo on your streams. Multi-stream, three destinations. Logos, overlays, and backgrounds. 10 on-screen participants. Pre-recorded streams, 1 hour. Unlimited streaming. Live streams and recorded. Unlimited local recordings. Custom RTP MP destinations. Guest destinations, 50 hours of storage. It does not say, so maybe, okay, because it doesn't say anything about what it streams in. I knew it was 720p with my version. I didn't realize, I think it is on the free version as well. But on the professional version, apparently you get full HD 1080p with it.
What's the price point of that?
Multi You can multi-stream up to 8 destinations, extra camera, 12 backstage participants, pre-recorded streams, up to 2 hours, on-air webinars, 250 viewers, download transcripts. That's funny because it shows me the option of downloading a I don't know. Oh, four. It says 4 seats. Now I don't know if that's still true. Seems like I knew somebody that had the uh the higher end one, the $50 a month, and they had still been limited to two, maybe.
Hmm.
I don't know, but I mean, this does have better. But I mean, if I was a professional or something, maybe I'd go with that. But I don't hardly make anything off of YouTube, and even then, it goes right out. So maybe I ought to think about using YouTube as a tax write off or something.
Yeah.
It's just a thought.
Also, you can go live on your laptop, where it could be the whole screen, not just the vertical.
Um, on StreamYard or on
YouTube.
okay. Can you still have guests though when you go widescreen?
I couldn't find the button for that on the laptop. I might I might have to set it up beforehand, like I did with this. Send the link to somebody uh,
Yeah.
in an email, and they have them join on the laptop, or do like a mass
Hmm.
email, like 4 or 5 guests, and then have just take turns having up on the panel.
Yeah. Coogan said, man, that's a lot of money a month if you don't break even on YouTube ad revenue and super chats. That's true. Well, I mean, I do. I guess I make about an average of maybe $100 a month, you know, on YouTube. But that's with memberships and
Right.
that type of thing. You know, but like I said, I've given away every penny my channel has ever made. So some of it on some of it to individuals, some of it to on member live streams, and some of it well lately every penny that's coming in on it's going to go towards that meetup in Houston or Huffman this next year. So
Yeah.
I'm not in this for the money.
Yeah. A good way to pay for it is to just save it from YouTube money to do YouTube things.
Hey, M&T cooking, living and cooking. It's your place. I know that
I
to
don't think
say hello to them first.
I don't think this,
I'm just
I don't think this is gonna work. Let me see if it works.
okay.
Oh, I guess not.
Well, I just have, I have a tendency to be staring I'm talking to you, but I'm looking at the chat for the most part. Some of it, about half the time.
Yeah.
So,
Next time
well, I
I
learned,
next time I do this, I'm gonna have the phone set up next to the laptop so I can actually see the chat in. I can see the chat
you
here,
know,
but it's bigger on the laptop.
you know, I don't know. It's, I do this just for, sit around and talk and be social. This is, I guess, my social life.
Yeah.
Um, it's funny. I don't care to go out and do things for the most part, not since in years. But I kind of enjoy sitting around and talking with folks here on YouTube.
Yeah. I've been well ever since I started. I've been that way where I've been more at home than going out.
Yeah.
If I go out,
Well,
it's maybe sometimes I go out on Thursday with my nephew, but I hang out with them for a couple hours and head back home. But
yeah. Well, when I was a youngin, I'm talking high school and up until about the time I got married, I was always going out. I mean, go to dance clubs and go to hang out at the fire tower and go down to the quickie and go cruise McDowell Road and all these kind of different things. In fact, I was real antsy, couldn't hardly sit at the house to save my life. Uh, it's like I was jonesing, but
yeah,
you know,
me too.
I'm old.
Up about maybe up to about 5 years ago, I'd be going out Friday, Saturday night. Well, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, sometimes on Sunday.
You know, but it's I like going to the grocery store. Hey, me too these days.
Or going out to the barbecue pit.
That would be cool. There. I don't know. And to be fair, um, the motivation for me going out back then when I was single, obviously I was chasing women.
Yeah.
You know, but once that is kind of gone, once you married, not exactly much of a point of going, out. I guess. Uh,
Yes, I'm still single.
well, if I was single, yeah, I'd be hitting the town, I think. But I'd probably find me a young lady that likes to sit at the house with me, anyhow. Because I don't know if it's being single or being married or I don't know. But that was my motivation back in the day. So, and I was I was very, I guess you could say, hedonistic back then. So The Guggen. Sometimes it's about going out to the mailbox if if he's feeling frisky.
In the
Oh,
refrigerator sometimes. Go get your nice cold beer out of the refrigerator.
cool. Quint's going out Saturday night. A fellow officer is retiring. That's awesome. He made it the end of shift. That's pretty cool. Online dating. Guggen says you can only meet people online dating nowadays. A lot has changed. I can't speak to that just because I'm not single. But it seems to me when I was single, and granted that was a different time, but I met women everywhere. Seems like you still see them now, but maybe they're looking for somebody only online. I don't know. A lot of things has changed, but anyhow, yeah. From what I understand, I don't under I read something one time says something about swiping left. Apparently that means they don't like you or something. Uh,
Don't you have a pretty good? I don't even have an account there.
See, I don't understand this. Gogan says, "Don't you have pretty good on Grinder, Simon? What
Yeah,
is Grinder?"
it's a dating app type of place.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Well, that just goes to show you. I don't know much about. Have heard about one of them. What was it? I think my sister-in-law, former sister-in-law, when she was married, found somebody, on Plenty o' Fish or something like that.
Yep, that's another one.
Or don't you have good luck? Okay. Well, okay. I don't know. It just seems like to me, I'm old school. If I was single, I'd be flirting with all the ladies out there. You know, at least all the pretty ladies, the ladies I was attracted to. Ain't much point in flirting with a Grinder is for rainbows. I think I understand that. That's a lot of this newfangled stuff.
I mean, that's why I guess that's why Google knows about it. So it's double life.
Well, the I really, one of these days, well, I don't know. Chances are, women tend to live longer than men. Um, that's probably because they want, they're ready to go earlier. I guess I don't know, but men tend to, I guess, wear out earlier. Um, so what are your plans for the day, Simon?
Do this for a little while longer, maybe,
Hmm.
and then go get me something to eat. And that's about it. And then I'll probably
Where are
watch.
you going?
Probably watch whoever's live tonight.
Okay, In fact, they've started putting me back on the schedule 6 days a week. So I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to work tomorrow. Are you familiar with the old thing about the ants and the ant and the grasshopper?
Ants and the grasshopper. No.
Well, the ants worked all summer long to store up food for the winter, and the grasshopper he just kind of went out and played. Then when the winter came, the ants had food, the grasshopper did not. The I'm having to see, keep thinking it's Friday. Gogan said, "Who's going live tonight? Tonight is Thursday night. Um, I don't know.
But then
The
Rick goes live on Thursdays, and then Whoever after that, I don't know.
Yeah. I think I can tell you.
DJ
I've got.
DJ goes live on Thursday.
Let's see. Well, let's see. Now, some of these I don't know. And let me read back from the bottom. My Alaska, Bland's Promised Land, Homestead, Hangout, 9 Acre Family Farm. Not for Nothing has Homestead Hangout. DJ's Cartoon Universe, Day of the Tune. And those are either between 7 and 8 o'clock tonight. Bar Run Forges at 6. My Wild Home at 7, and Homestead Hangout at 6, and Gilliam Farms. Now that's a lot of the folks that I'm familiar with. Most of those.
Yeah.
And I mean that's a little bit different than the barbecue community, but I hang out with people in a lot of different communities.
Right. So I guys do a live on Thursday night. So it's a rec on I think 7 o'clock and Mama and Papa Joe at 8 or 8:30.
Sup, Al Lunacy. What? Oh, the grasshopper died. He
So
didn't have any food. I mean, think about it. Grass typically dies in the winter. I
I
guess that's what crickets eat,
so I
or
remember that
grasshopper.
the ants and some other animal, a grasshopper, or somebody else, something else.
Well, maybe it was a cricket. I don't know. It was something that ate grass, best I recollect. But anyhow, I mean, the fact is that right now I've got about 5 or 6 years, 5.5 years, I think, before I'm ready to retire. And so, and there's also the thing: make hay while the sun's shining. And you have a limited opportunity in this life to do most anything. And the thing that you and me and Bill Gates have in common is we all have the same amount of time available to us. It's just a question of what you do with that time. I tend to squander a lot of it, just doing, hanging out on YouTube.
Yep.
I guarantee you what, Bill Gates don't. So now maybe he's working on something for something like it. Who knows? But I've heard it said that Bill Gates would lose money if he stopped long enough to pick. He makes so much money that if he stopped to pick up $100 bill, stop his other money making endeavors or whatever for long enough to bend over to pick up $100 bill, he'd be losing money. But anyhow, I guess what I'm saying is, I've only got about 5 years, 5.5 years before I retire and in a reasonable manner and still be able to pay my bills. And so the I'm thinking maybe I ought to go to work tomorrow. Tomorrow's technically I'm not scheduled. Uh, let's see, Bill Gates is busy buying all the farmland up in the U.S. He may be, Guggen. I don't really keep up with what he does. I just know that he's rich. You know, and that's well, and hey, let me throw out, hey, Guggen, let me throw out another possibility for you. Maybe that's not a bad thing after all. And it's always a question of perspective. From what I understand, foreign countries are buying up property in the United States. Well, what happens when the whole thing is owned by a foreign country? At least he's an American, isn't he?
What I'm seeing here is, and I don't like it's the farmland because I live on the outskirts of town, so there's
Mm-hmm.
a lot of farmland, but most of that farmland is now housing. And
Yeah.
we at the end of the highway here bought a big farm, and it's that produce a bunch of corn, wheat, I think that they also did cabbages. And they sold probably half that farm, and half that farm is turning into houses and new apartment. And
Let's see.
it's a big stretch of land.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to type and
Let me
uh
over.
I mean, I don't know if that's accurate or not. I wasn't going to say it, Al Lunacy. And I don't know that. I mean, how many? Hey, Google, how many acres of the U.S. is farmland? It's thinking, and it's slow these days, so it could be 2 minutes from now before it actually answers.
On the website statista.com, they say, over the time period displayed, the total farmland area has decreased by over 66 million acres, reaching a total of 878.6 million acres as of 2023.
All right, 878 million acres right now is, is farmland. And I think it said over some period of time, we've dropped 66 million acres or something like that. So there's still a lot out there now. And to be fair, I understand why some people would want to would want good farmland, even if it is in another country, because they have to, they have to feed their people. I get that. Um, I don't know, but you also have these folks. So what you're saying, I should follow in Bill Gates' footprints and pick up $100 bill. Doesn't want to waste his time left. Well,
Oh,
maybe Tommy, you could pick it up if you wanted.
you might not get that close to him, but yeah, you could try.
For some reason, you don't see a whole bunch of $100 bills laying on the ground anyhow.
Not yet. They're still worth money.
Yeah, well, hey, that's a lot of money, if you ask me. The
It's a third of our grocery bill for the week. last week we
It's a
last
third of your grocery.
last week we spent just over $200 on groceries, and we go to about twice a month. So we spend like 400 on groceries.
You know what's funny? Talking about spending money on food. The Hey Panchuco, uh, I used to be able to go through the drive-through and order off the dollar menu, and I'd get like 3 items, pay $3 for it, and be able to, and that would be plenty for me for a meal. Nowadays, it's almost impossible. I don't know how to mute myself. I gotta.
There's a little microphone right there. Oh, he might have killed himself. I think he's out. Panchuca, if I go to your house, I'm sure I'm gonna find a lot of bourbon and whiskey. There's like $3 menus now.
Okay, I'm back.
There he is.
Uh, I don't even remember what I was saying.
Dollar menus.
Oh, yeah. Now I can't go through the drive-through without spending $10, $15. And what I get typically don't fill me up.
Yeah. We're saying in the chat here that dollar menu sound like a $3 menu.
Yeah, that's right. So it's like $10 just to try to go. I don't, you know, I don't know if there are. I hadn't seen them. Of course, to be fair, these days, typically what I do, because I'm trying to do that low carb, high protein diet, I've been going over to the Kroger. They've got ribs over there, so a lot of times I'll take, just go get me a slab of ribs. You know, I've kind of burnt out on chicken. that Yardbird's decent from time to time, but it's Wendy's is still cheap. Okay.
I have to go.
Panchico has a good bourbon.
That's what I'm saying. If you go to Pachuco's house, that's what we're gonna find. We're gonna bourbon and whiskey.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, brother. Hey, I got the cheap stuff over here, most of it. I ain't got no high dollar stuff, but I tend to be a bit parsimonious. So Wendy's would appeal to me, I reckon. But I don't do a whole lot of eating out these days just because of the fact that well, it's and tequila, sweet. Um the I do know that it's hard to find something that's low carb from any drive through. I mean, you can get I guess, a salad sometimes, and I do that, but I'd still rather have meat. Give me a big old hunk of meat, uh, whether it be ribs or steak or, chicken, really more the ribs than steak. But it is what it is. Things are changing. Oh, well, never mind. I ain't going into that. Well, some things tend to, annoy me. Hey, Randy.
I ordered one large straw with no stripes and a small water, no ice. What the heck is that?
Well, I don't know. Um, good to see you, Randy.
It's,
Um,
explain yourself, Randy.
I hear in California they got nothing but paper straws.
Yeah, Mexico, I believe too.
Really?
I think so.
You know why all that is, don't you? Because some fifth grade, third grade, something like that, estimated how many straws are used, and he extrapolated out to, I guess, the United States or the world or something, and made it sound like everybody's irresponsible and they're throwing plastic out in the ocean. The truth is the United States don't have the same issues that a lot of these. That's just like this, I guess, I tend to be middle of the road. You know, I'm not real I'm not real liberal, I'm not real conservative. Um some of my views would be considered fairly liberal and some of my views would be considered fairly conservative. The But I can't stand when people take things to extremes. Um and it's just, I don't know. It's one of the reasons why I don't really discuss politics because, and I quit Facebook. I mean, I still have a channel and I still have, for that matter, I still got Beltloop 29 group, but I don't do a whole lot with it. If I was serious about all this stuff, I'd probably go through and spend more time trying to network between all these different social medias. You know, I do check out some of them sometimes, and I have accounts that I don't even go to anymore. The Sorry, I didn't mean to take that in this sideways conversation. Can't help it. That's just me, I guess. Oh, I went on a panel last night, and there was one fella on there that apparently I just annoyed the stew out of because I take forever to say anything, and even then it may not even be. Hey, Nancy. Uh, Even then it may not be pertinent. I try to, but I chase squirrels way too often. Squirrel. But anyhow, so how are you liking this new form or this new thing from YouTube?
I like it. I like it, and it looks like somebody just found the reaction button.
Yeah, I see that.
There it is.
Facebook is good, great for a Facebook market. You can find good deals. I don't even use Facebook. It annoyed me so much there at the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
My account on Facebook is 14 years old now.
well, I had no interest in going on to Facebook initially, but my brother told me that somebody that I knew from high school was on there, and so I did actually go on, and that's been years ago though. But let's see, until y'all, usually y'all can't see the reaction since you're in StreamYard most of the time. That's true. But I'll be honest, most of the live streams I'm in, you never really see much in the way of reactions. At least I don't.
Oh, I mess with it if I'm playing on the laptop. I'm constantly just sitting on it.
Hey, Sleeper.
What new YouTube thing? What's up? You fix your hashtag?
By the way, Tommy Hanlon said, "What new YouTube thing?"
Going live on mobile. It's that's what.
And having a guest on too.
Yeah.
Before, I don't think you could do that, but apparently they've. I don't know if it's rolled out to everybody or just a limited few. Hey, Drunken Chef.
Well, I'm not sure, but it might be the people that have the partial monetization type of thing. It could be that. I'm not sure who got it and who did it. Because before I wasn't able to go live on my laptop with YouTube by itself. I think everybody did that, so that's why everybody did StreamYard and Restream and all these other websites to go live.
Yeah. Well, I'm a creature of habit, even though I am, but I do tend to try new things. It's always in the uh, ever chasing and evolving world that I'm trying to maintain my interest, I guess is the best way to put it. Because once I feel like I've learned everything, I have a tendency, if something goes wrong, it has a tendency to quash it. Um, Tommy says, impressive. The stream is very clear, no glitches. I thought so too. It looks very clear on the computer too. The Nikki, come here, baby girl. Come here. Nikki just running around here. Puppies are. I think I put the puppies up, so she don't have anybody to play with. Well, I was planning on going.
Yeah,
Sure, why not?
that's correct, Jungle Chef. It is live through YouTube. Go live with me type of thing.
To go with Bing.
I just I just created a poll. See if y'all like this or if y'all like StreamYard better.
All right. The go live with me. Okay, yeah. Um, it's kind
Yeah,
of nice to try new things.
Jungle Chef. When you go live, do you go live on your phone through StreamYard or through YouTube?
Apparently, it's available on phones.
Correct. More features are available on StreamYard. But if
Yeah.
we're like a one-on-one type of thing, uh, a live stream, I think this is a little bit clearer. But of course, we can do more things on StreamYard. YouTube, okay.
Well, that may be reason why a lot of times on his, I'm just seeing the chef, and that, you know, I don't remember seeing much in the way of panels on his. But I'm scatterbrained. I ain't that bright to begin with. So
Yeah, different structure. I've done it also on Instagram. I've gone live for a little bit, but I don't have much of a following there, so there's only a few people on there. But I'm also thinking of doing that once a week on Instagram, and also Instagram you can
well,
have.
I think on StreamYard, I think I mean I don't know. I assume it's set automatically for 720p, but and this is clearer than StreamYard, but I do like the options on StreamYard. I'm gonna keep it going. Besides, can't really have. I mean, you know, I do a lot of panels and have a lot of people come in. See when I'm in the car through YouTube, but only me on when I'm in the office is usually StreamYard. Okay.
Oh, thanks a lot, Quentin Nelson. Super chat.
Lance, it is on YouTube only at the moment. It's
Yes,
not
sir.
on StreamYard.
Lance, if you want to try it next month, excuse me, next Tuesday, we can try it through YouTube. But it does. But you're watching it on your laptop. Are you are live on your phone, though, right? You're right. You're live on your phone and then watching it on your laptop, like I'm doing. So it would have to be going live through your cell phone. Yes, my buddy Tony was here yesterday and took care of the flat, so I'm back to rolling on four wheels now.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm still considered live on there, so I'm good. Sorry, I tend to talk.
Yep, no problem. Oh, 80%,
I think,
percent no, not bad.
in fact, I need to quit twiddling my thumbs. I'm very self conscious about that now.
Hey, what time do you gotta leave?
It's about 1:30. I normally start getting ready for work right about now.
Okay.
It's 1:26. Um, I normally start getting ready for work. The I'm not sure how long. In fact, I may have to call mom and tell her I just can't make it today and make it tomorrow. Um, and I hate that. Hey, Rebecca.
Hey, Rebecca, so that you were here. Who is that? Panchuco. I don't like the portrait look. I think there is a way to send it so it's uh what's it called, left to right portrait, or not portrait but landscape. Yeah, I'll keep messing around with it. I'll see if I can set it up where it's uh not portrait but landscape. I think so too. You're right. Some of the people. Uh, comments are going crazy. So I'll have to look at my laptop here. I don't know because I turn my phone sideways. All right, thanks for a good midday discussion while at work. Later, Glenn.
Randy, I think it kind of depends on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to get a younger audience, I think that maybe the portrait mode is the way to go. But then again, I don't think that's for everybody. I spent some time in a chat, I guess this morning, last night, whatever you want to call it. I technically it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, I think. May have been the day before. I don't recall. I'm too scatterbrained. But um I think most of the folks in there were younger. And a lot of them I don't care for, you know, and I'm not saying just because of today, a lot of today's attitudes, most of the people I hang out with are around my age or at least close. But I don't care for some of the way, some of the, I don't care for some of the newfangled stuff. That's, I guess, the best way I can put it. Dadgummit, I'm twiddling my thumbs again. There we go, Al Lunacy.
What happened? Here at where I hope, but the only thing I have to do is get lunch. Well, skip today and just have a badass dinner.
But anyhow, I'm thinking about trying to do some of this, some of this, portrait, stuff just for, I mean, for that matter, I don't know if the portrait counts towards your watch hours. If so, that may be a way, because I think YouTube's pushing it. So,
It could be. I mean, I'll definitely take a look at my studio afterwards tomorrow, whenever it posts.
well, make a note of where your watch hours. Well, you're monetized, aren't you?
Yeah,
Yes, you are.
I'm partially monetized.
So it may not. It may. Well, you're at the fan funding level though, right? Do me a favor. Look at where you're. Look. Do me a favor and look at your earn tab. It should still have the stuff listed on there to get rid of the worthless heart. You can do that anytime you want,
Yeah.
Lance.
Let me.
Some people like it. I'm gonna go let Otis in
All right.
again.
Let me get into my studio and I'll take that off. Uh,
It takes me longer to answer. Let you in that way. The
there we go. Save that.
well,
Let me know if
take a
it's on.
screenshot of
What's up?
just make a note of where your watch hours are on your earn tab. If I mean, I know you can't be at the revenue sharing just because you're not quite at 1,000 subscribers. So, you should be able to still look over in the earn tab on your computer and
43,
see if
4,300.
what
4,300.
well, why haven't let me ask you this, why don't you have do you have the revenue sharing?
No.
That's because of the hour. I mean subscribers.
Right. I'm not at 1,000 subscribers yet.
Okay.
I got the hours. I
Well,
just the 1,000 subscribers.
well, I'm just wondering if this counted towards that or not.
Well, I mean, I'll find that out there to see if my numbers go up.
Hey, Smoking Joe's. Get TickTube.
TickTube, yeah. Where is the one with the? Oh, here. There it is. Sorry, I lost the. I need to delete the other ones.
Yeah. Well, I mean, right now I've got, I guess, all 5 of my channels are over 500, subscribers, but they ain't got anything close to the watch hours on 3 of them. One of them is monetized, and one of them I'm still working on. I hadn't even looked at that today. I ought to look to see. I really hadn't been doing any. I hadn't been doing any live streams on that channel in a few days, so it probably hadn't increased in hours either.
Yeah.
Although I think
I'm pretty sure it'll count as watch hours because it's a live stream. So
yeah, you'd think so. I'm at 183 hours to go to hit the fan funding level with YouTube Police. So
how many?
I need to do it. 100. I'm at 183 hours to go to hit the fan funding level on YouTube Police. Now that's not the full. Hey, Lep.
No, that's just the crowd funding, the fan funding type of thing. Super chat, stickers,
Right.
memberships.
Right. And I mean, I've got more than enough subscribers on it. I've got 1,824, but don't have the watch hours. I guess I split too much time between it, and Beltloop 29. At some point, though, if I ever get that, monetized out, maybe I'll go through and start working on another one. I've got an idea for a puppy cam. Just have the puppies there in front of the thing and have like an 8-hour live stream or something. I don't know. Maybe people would join in to see the puppies. Who knows? It's all an experiment, anyhow.
I've been live for 61 minutes. Wow, that was a quick hour.
Yeah.
Hey, Beverly. Lep.
Well, and I've probably talked for 51 minutes of it.
Yeah, that tends to be me, though. I tend to be quiet.
Well, I'm sorry. I can't keep my mouth shut. I have the right to remain silent. I just don't have the ability. Oh. You'd think that'd make for easy live streaming. It's still easier, though, when you got somebody on here to talk with.
Definitely. Definitely.
Believe it or not, I just let Otis in, right? Now he wants to go out again.
Spoiled brat.
Well, he is spoiled, but I love him. And he's kind of old and crotchety. He's like 13 years old. And, the puppies, he don't have anything to do with the puppies or Nikki. So, I guess that's the only enjoyment he gets, making me get up and walk over and let him out, and then making me get up and walk over and let him in. So, yeah, I heard you. I'll be right back.
All right, man.
At least he's going out the front door instead of the back door. He'll probably show up at the back door in a minute. We got 4 doors on this house, and 2 are in front, 2 are in back. 2 of them just happen to be in my room, and Otis knows that if he starts barking at some point, I'm gonna let him in anyhow.
Yeah, we have two, one front, one back. That's it.
Well, I think this room used to be like a garage or something, or a work room, maybe a sewing something or other. But I've turned it into my man cave or whatever.
But you could
I told Tammy.
But you could say he's trying to get your steps in for the day.
Well, I ain't worried about steps, but you're right, Panchoco. I think he probably is. He's, he'd probably think, well, I don't know about that. I think he just wants to, I guess he's got me trained, and so no doors on the bathrooms or bedroom. I'm talking about outside doors, Lance, not internal doors. Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 or 7 other doors in the house, not including the external doors. Those are different kind of doors.
So
the internal doors.
There's 9 total doors here in this house.
Oh, cool. Is that front and back door included?
Yeah.
Okay.
front door
Well,
has the security gate and the front door. So there's two doors in the front door. The back door is a metal door. And between the
here,
garage and the main house, there's a wooden door and a metal security door. So that's five.
well, I tell you what, I'll let you see this room. I mean, it's dirty right now, but uh, this room itself is probably, well, let's see, it's probably about 24 by 24. And so it's a pretty good size, room.
Little chef, have a good night or have a good day.
Anyhow, well, now it's crooked. There we go. It's straight again. Now my back door, I've got a back door and a front door to the man cave, to my bat cave, whatever you want to call it.
Bat cave.
Um,
Surprised not all painted black and yellow with Batman symbols all over the face.
well, I'll be honest, and this will be something you'll like. Did you notice that the color on the walls in here is Cowboys blue?
Okay, didn't notice, but yeah,
Well, I'll turn it up again,
yeah. I think
and it's kind of hard to tell with the lighting in here,
right.
but that's Cowboys blue right there.
That'd be you, Panchuco, and
And
myself.
you can kind of see it up. You can kind of see it up there.
Yep.
That's literally it was, when I went to have it painted, that's the color I chose. So, I mean, I used to work for Home Depot and worked in there. I worked in the millworks department, which is doors and windows, that type of thing. So I guess when I think about doors, I tend to think about them in more of categorized, situation.
Correct.
Well, to be fair, I worked in the millworks. I worked in kitchen design. I worked in appliances. I worked in flooring. Every specialized sales place they got in there, I worked in. So, but of that, I enjoyed running the machinery the most. Forklift, reach truck, cherry picker, that type of thing.
Yep. Yep.
That was always fun. But anyhow, it's a little late, Simon.
Yes, sir.
I'm I'm probably about to have to drop off just on account of. You could try bringing somebody else up if you want.
Yeah. No, I think I'm gonna call it. I got stuff to do. I do gotta edit a video, and then the
Okay.
get something to eat. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that too.
All right, y'all have a good day. I'll see y'all Tuesday night. Later. Now, how do I end this sucker?
I don't know. I hadn't done these.